morning everyone. Thanks for giving our group opportunity to be here. First of all, I want to introduce ourselves. My name is Wendy, and Wenqi, Oli, and Lily. Today, I will talking about the most common, yet often overlooked by the future SME owner. Why cash flow is important to future small business. Before we start, we play the little role playing. Assume you all is the future SME owner. Imagine we are open a coffee house, customers are stable, and sales are steady, and also everyone loves your coffee. Everything is still perfect until one day you realize that your company cannot pay to your supplier. Not because your company are not profitable, it's because your cash is not coming yet. This is the silent killer for many faced by the many small business. Next. According to the research, over 70% of small business fail because due to poor cash flow management. We can see over 77.5 and 65.5 sector is not proper cash flow management. It means even you have the good products and also loyal customer, also cannot help to save your company because you are not proper manage your cash flow. Now we will explore the cash flow challenges faced by the future SME owner. Not as a meaning why they are occurred and how they impact of the business stability and the long-term growth. The most important is to practical approach to overcome these challenges for the future SME owner to maintain the financial stability and continue drive even the business even the uncertain economic conditions. So the purpose of today is to raise the awareness to the future SME owner to pay more attention in the cash flow management. Even the small business profitable also can collapse without the cash flow management properly. So future entrepreneur must be understand your business properly and also managing the cash flow properly is the key to business alive and also growth. Now I will pass to Wenqi. Thank you.
Next, I will be talking about the neat step of the motivator sequence, and about this step, I will be talking about explain about why the cash flow problem is very serious in Malaysia and why we should change this. And first, we can see this graph by Ravni and Ekini. 2022, during COVID-19 pandemic, there is almost 45% of small business is facing cash flow or liquidity problem, which is almost half of the small business is facing the problem. And until now, the problem is still existing. As you can see here from the online article by Chua 2025, there is a lot of small business is facing the issue like they have the long payment delay, where the sector of transport and also logistics is the most serious one. So they need to wait about 76 days to get their payment in. And next. Now we see that how this problem can actually affect the small business. Firstly, when small business is facing weak cash flow, they cannot pay their supplier and also employee in a timely manner, which will cause the loss of trust from their supplier and also employee. And when their employees do not have trust, then they will quit the company and also they will quit the company because of the late salary. Next, for bank and investor, small business want to lend money, they will find them, but if small business has weak cash flow, they has difficulty accessing financing from them because normally bank will see at their And lastly, it will limit the growth of small business, because if a small business does not have enough cash flow, they cannot buy new equipment, cannot generate new service or something else, so they cannot build themselves up. And next, now why the big cash flow is change is very important and need to change. Firstly, the small business in Malaysia is make up about 97% of the whole business in Malaysia. So it has provide new job for the Malaysian, and if small business is fail, it will affect a lot of people as they do not have job to do anymore, and the economy of Malaysia also will drop a lot. And next, the rising cost and new policy will strengthen the survival, because the rising cost, like the inflation, high SST, and also new rules like e-invoicing, those will also have more financial pressure to the small business. So if they don't change now, it will make them become more hard to change if they want to change. So it's better for them to change now. And for the mid part, you have understand about why small business is facing such a problem. And next, I will pass to my groupmate Polly to present the satisfaction part, so that how to improve the issue.
Now that we look at how cash flow problems can threaten the survival of small businesses, let's change our focus to the solution that SMEs can adopt to prevent them. First, as you are all future SME owners, you should adopt digital accounting and cash flow management tools, such as Financial and QuickBooks and or Wave, that helps businesses to manage their income and expenses automatically. These systems generate invoices and record transactions and show real-time cash flow to the companies. With these, by using these digital accounting and cash flow management tools, the business owners can make more informed decisions rather than relying on their own assumptions of their cash flows. Maybe they thought they have positive cash flow, but actually they have negative, which will cause their downfall, which is very bad for future SME owners. By adopting these digital tools early, future SME owners can maintain their organized transparency. Next is plan ahead with a monthly cash flow forecast. It is very vital for future SME owners to plan a monthly cash flow forecast, because they can estimate how much money will come into their business and how much money will flow out of their business for maybe the coming 2 months. For example, if future SME owners forecast that in the next 2 months they will have a downfall in income, they can maybe delay buying non-essential products or equipment first and keep some money on hand, so that their cash flow will not be so negative and maybe will go into a positive part. Next is build a small cash reserve. Having a small cash reserve on hand is definitely essential for every small business owners. This is because it will act as a financial cushion whenever they enter a recession rate for their cash flow. Such as when sales drop or customers delay their payments. Ideally, a reserve should last a business to about 2 to 3 months at the very least, so that they can operate well. Having this buffer prevents panic borrowing from small business owners. Lastly is joint financial literacy and SME training programs. Organizations like SME Corp or other banks usually will hold up workshops or online courses for these future SME owners to participate in order to learn about financial management and accounting. That way they can know more about their own cash flow without the needs of additional accounting partners. This knowledge will give them the confidence to run their business efficiently and sustainably. In short, cash flow management is not just about survival, it is about building a stage for stability and long-term success. The key to avoiding cash flow challenges is to be disciplined and prepare well. Next, I will pass it to Yuni.
Thank you. So, good evening everyone, my name is Yuni. Now let's imagine that an SME owner wins a big order. Sounds good, right? But here's the problem. If the company has to pay their workers and suppliers in 30 days, but their customer payments only comes in after 60 days. So without good cash flow in their hands, now they need to borrow money from high interest, and they also lost their suppliers payment, lost their trust, and also discount. So another thing is, with the rising costs like rent, logistics, and new SST, things get even worse. Without a proper cash flow management, they will operate more difficult, more harder. The company's operation will slow down, and the workers will be laid off, and the most worst case is that the companies will even fail. Sadly, this is a common issue that faced by most of the SME owners, that without little or no cash reserve. Now, imagine if the same company managed their cash flow properly, wisely. It used a simple forecast to spot problem earlier, delay less important payments or spending, and negotiates longer payment terms with their suppliers. It also switched to digital invoicing, so payment comes in more faster and more quicker. Because of this, the company stays financially stable, keep good relationship with their suppliers, and they will also reinvest their money into like marketing or even hiring. So when the interest rate drops, they use the savings to help their business grow more strategically. And also in research in Malaysia also proved that SME owners with good management cash flow, they will perform much better, showing that cash flow isn't just helpful, it is also the long-term success of the business. So we have seen that from all of the slides, we have known that why cash flow management is so important for future SME business. So as a future SME business owner, I hope that you guys can do some actions so that you guys won't struggle, or you guys won't have any problems with some late payment or other sudden cost increase hits you. So first of all, you guys can start to do some simple forecasting. You can write down some money or how much money you expect to come in and go out for the next 3 months. Next, build a simple cash reserve to set a goal, at least 2 months of your operating expenses by the end of the next quarter. Third, you can use some digital tools such as cloud accounting, or another thing is e-invoicing is most famous now, so that you can improve your payment follow-ups. Another one is train for cash flow success in your team. Even in just a short 30-minute section, but this training actually can helps your team to like more knowing the importance of the cash flow management, so that everyone knows the importance of the cash flow. And after that, you finish these 4 steps, you can save and print your schedule, and you can stick everywhere, you can see every day, so that you remember. Now imagine 6 months later, you are not stressed about your bills, and your team is now very secure, your team feels safe, and your business will start growing very successful. Act today, and that strong cash flow becomes your business strategy, business advantage. And remember a thing, master your cash flow today, and you'll master your business tomorrow. That's all for our team. Thank you.